Welcome back to Gunner News London, your trusted source for all things Arsenal. With injuries to Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus, Mikel Arteta is pushing for an attacker before the transfer window closes. Wolves' Matheus Cunha is a key target, but Nottingham Forest is also in the race. If Forest wins the race, Arsenal could turn to Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo, though his £60 million price tag makes a summer move more likely. Cunha's speed and versatility could boost Arsenal's attack, despite occasional selfish play. With time running out, Arsenal must act fast to stay competitive in the Premier League and Champions League. Mikel Arteta is keeping his fingers crossed that Arsenal can sign a new attacker before the January transfer window closes. With injury problems hitting the team hard, especially the absence of Bukayo Saka, Arteta's options in the attack have been severely limited. Saka's injury has been a particularly tough blow for the squad, as his presence on the pitch has been a key part of Arsenal's attacking play this season. At the start of the transfer window, it looked unlikely that Arsenal would be adding any new faces, with the focus seemingly on keeping the current squad healthy. However, the situation changed dramatically with the unfortunate injuries to both Saka and Gabriel Jesus, who has also been sidelined with a serious knee issue. These setbacks have forced Arteta and the club to reconsider their plans, and they are now actively searching for reinforcements to strengthen the attack. In the last few weeks, Arsenal has been linked with a number of players, including Dani Olmo from RB Leipzig, Benjamin Sesko from Red Bull Salzburg, and Nico Williams from Athletic Bilbao. These names have been floating around, but the latest player to capture attention is Matheus Cunha, the Brazilian forward from Wolverhampton Wanderers. The possibility of Arsenal making a move for Cunha has gained traction, and it seems like the Gunners could be in a strong position to secure his signature before the window closes. Cunha's name has been making headlines in the last 24 hours, with several Premier League clubs expressing interest in the player. According to reports, a January exit for Cunha seems increasingly likely, and with the financial backing Arsenal has, they could seize this opportunity to bring him to the Emirates. The 25-year-old forward is entering his prime, and while he has faced challenges at Wolves, his potential in a more attacking and creative setup like Arsenal could be unlocked. Nottingham Forest, a club with big ambitions this season, has also shown interest in Cunha. They have reportedly made him their top target for January, after failing to secure Yoane Wissa from Brentford, who was their other target. This could actually work in Arsenal's favor. If Forest prioritizes Cunha, it might open the door for Arsenal to strike a deal. However, Forest's financial strength and European ambitions suggest they are serious about adding him to their squad. If Cunha does end up at Forest in the next 10 days, it could alter the landscape of Arsenal's transfer plans, but there's still a chance they could make a move. In addition to Cunha, Arsenal has been closely watching the situation with Bryan Mbeumo at Brentford. With Forest's attention now on Cunha, Mbeumo could be available, and Arsenal could find themselves in a better position to sign him. Although Mbeumo has a hefty £60 million asking price, his potential could make him worth the investment, even if a January move seems unlikely. This could set Arsenal up for a potential summer transfer swoop from Mbeumo, but for now, Arteta might shift his focus to other attacking options. If Cunha is indeed available in January, Arsenal should make him a priority. He's exactly the type of player that could add an extra dimension to Arteta's attack. Cunha is fast, technical, and versatile. Though he has sometimes been criticized for being a bit selfish on the ball and not always playing the best team-oriented style, his style of play could thrive in a more fluid and creative attacking setup like Arsenal's. Playing alongside players like Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli, and Eddie Nketiah could bring out the best in Cunha, allowing him to play to his strengths while also contributing to the team's overall success. Cunha is 25 years old and in the prime of his career. His current situation at Wolves, where he has been inconsistent, could work to Arsenal's advantage. The Gunners may be able to secure a deal for him at a reasonable price, considering his uncertain future at Molineux. If Arteta can land Cunha, he would provide immediate depth and quality to the Arsenal attack, something the team desperately needs, especially with the continued absence of Saka and the struggles of Gabriel Jesus to stay fit. Arsenal has faced an unfortunate series of injuries that have greatly impacted their attacking depth. Gabriel Jesus, one of the club's star strikers, has been sidelined with a knee injury that has kept him out for weeks, and while there is optimism that he will return soon, his absence has left a gaping hole in the team's offensive options. Adding to that blow is the hamstring injury to Bukayo Saka, who is arguably the team's most important player. His creativity, flair, and ability to provide assists have been vital to Arsenal's success, and with him out until at least March, the need for someone to fill the void becomes even more critical. These injuries have left Mikel Arteta with limited resources in attack, and it's clear that the squad is struggling to maintain the same level of quality and creativity in the final third. The situation is exacerbated by the fact that other players, such as Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Martinelli, have not been able to provide a consistent threat in Saka's absence. While both are talented players, neither has shown the same level of output as Saka, who has been instrumental to Arsenal's attack this season. Sterling, although a proven Premier League performer, has had trouble finding his rhythm, and Martinelli, though energetic and determined, has struggled with consistency. In a season where Arsenal is pushing for a Premier League title, these attacking limitations are becoming a real concern. Mikel Arteta has repeatedly emphasized that the club is actively searching for reinforcements, but time is running out as the window edges toward its close. With the pressure mounting, there's an urgency for the Gunners to make decisive moves and secure players who can contribute immediately. Whether that comes in the form of a striker or a winger, perhaps even both, the need for quality attacking options is clear, and Arsenal must act swiftly to avoid falling short. In every transfer window, one of the most discussed topics for Arsenal is the search for a new striker. The club has been linked with several names throughout January, but with Jesus still recovering from his knee injury, Arsenal finds itself in a precarious position. The importance of securing a striker who can offer immediate impact is hard to overstate. However, despite all the talk surrounding potential striker signings, there is another critical area that must be addressed: the right wing. The right wing, where Bukayo Saka has long been a fixture, is another area where Arsenal is alarmingly thin at the moment. With Saka sidelined for several months, Arteta's options are limited, and neither Raheem Sterling nor Gabriel Martinelli has been able to replicate his level of performance on that side. Sterling, while a talented winger, has yet to deliver consistently for Arsenal, and Martinelli, who has predominantly played on the left, has struggled to make the same impact when deployed on the right. This lack of depth on the right side of the attack is a genuine concern for the Gunners, particularly with the business end of the season fast approaching. While it's clear that a striker is a priority, Arsenal can't afford to ignore the right wing position, especially when it's so obvious that there's a void to fill. This is where a potential signing like Ryan Cherki could make all the difference. The 21-year-old French winger has been in impressive form for Lyon and could provide the creativity and flair that Arsenal desperately needs. The signing of a striker is still likely to be Arsenal's top priority, but given the opportunity to address both attacking positions in one transfer window, it makes perfect sense for the club to consider adding a winger as well. Cherki is a player who could seamlessly fit into Arteta's system, adding an extra layer of depth and versatility to the team. Ryan Cherki is a name that has begun to circulate more and more in recent weeks, and for good reason. The 21-year-old winger has been a standout player for Lyon, showcasing his creative abilities in both League One and the Europa League. His skill set is exactly what Arsenal needs in a wide player, and there's little doubt that he would be a perfect fit for the team. Cherki's creativity, combined with his technical ability and vision, makes him one of the most exciting young talents in Europe right now. For a club like Arsenal, looking to build for the future while maintaining immediate competitiveness, Cherki represents a golden opportunity. What makes Cherki even more appealing is his reported €22.5 million price tag. In today's market, that's an absolute bargain for a player of his caliber, and it's hard to imagine a scenario where Arsenal could pass up such an affordable deal. At 21, Cherki is still very much a player for the future, but his current abilities would make him an asset to the team right away. His ability to create chances and provide assists would be invaluable in the absence of Saka, and his versatility allows him to play both as a winger and as an attacking midfielder. This gives Arteta several options, ensuring that the squad remains flexible as they push for silverware. When it comes to attacking players, numbers speak for themselves, and Cherki's statistics are nothing short of impressive. According to FBref, the Frenchman ranks in the 99th percentile for several key metrics over the past year. His shot-creating actions per 90 minutes, 7.56, are among the best in Europe, and he's also in the top percentile for successful take-ons, 4.55, through balls, 1.02, key passes, 3.63, and expected assists, 0.53. These are outstanding numbers, indicating that Cherki is not only capable of creating opportunities for himself, but for his teammates as well. These statistics highlight just how valuable Cherki could be to Arsenal's attacking setup. Given that Saka is one of Arsenal's most important playmakers, the ability to bring in a player who can create chances at a similar level would significantly ease the burden on the team. Cherki's creativity would give Arteta more options in the final third, helping to unlock defenses and provide support to players like Martinelli, Sterling, and Jesus when he returns. His versatility makes him an even more attractive option, as he could easily slot into different roles depending on what Arteta needs. With Saka's injury casting a shadow over Arsenal's attacking depth, the opportunity to sign someone like Ryan Cherki seems like an ideal solution. Not only would Cherki provide the creativity and flair needed to replace Saka, but his versatility, technical skills, and ability to create chances would make him an immediate impact player for the Gunners. His €22.5 million release clause is an absolute steal for a player of his potential, and it's a move that Arsenal should seriously consider before the window closes. It's not just about replacing Saka either. Cherki would bring an added dimension to Arsenal's attack, giving Arteta another dynamic option on the right flank and in the center. The Gunners' attacking depth would be significantly bolstered by his addition, and it's hard to imagine a scenario where Cherki wouldn't improve the squad. While the striker search remains a priority, adding a winger like Cherki could prove to be just as important in the grand scheme of Arsenal's title aspirations. As the January transfer window enters its final days, Arsenal finds itself at a crossroads. Should they focus solely on signing a striker, or should they pursue both a striker and a winger? The decision they make will have a major impact on their ability to compete for the Premier League title and other silverware this season. With the pressure mounting, Arsenal's next moves in the transfer market will be crucial. The club has the chance to address both the striker and right-wing positions, and signing Ryan Cherki could prove to be a game-changer for Arsenal. His creativity, versatility, and potential make him an exciting prospect, and his affordable price tag makes this an opportunity that Arsenal cannot afford to miss. With Saka's absence leaving a void, adding Cherki could give Arsenal the depth and creativity they need to maintain their title challenge. So, Gunners, what do you think? Should Arsenal prioritize signing a winger, a striker, or both? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss what Arsenal needs to do to strengthen their squad for the rest of the season.